prepared by go. You know the thing. I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years, and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden. Look at my record.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international pressure.
Come on, man.
I don't like technology. That man is funny.
Huh? Joe Biden, baby.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
What?
Pressure.
Come on, man.
Clap for that, you stupid
I'm telling
bastard.
you, he's gone.
That's still one of my favorites. The clap for that, you stupid bastard. Jack, how are we doing?
Sunshine and palm trees. My
Palm
best
trees
friend.
and sunrise. Nice.
Maybe. Who knows? Honestly, at this point. Nah, man. It's the day after Halloween. I woke up in a great mood. It's just great.
Yeah, you got laid?
I mean, I was just talking about the things that we did for Halloween. You know? Trick or treating, made a spooky house out of cookies.
That's good.
Got scared the shit out of my kids a bunch.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my god.
I can only imagine. You look close to looking gremlin. No?
Nah.
Nah? All right. Victor, how's it going?
It's going good. Hanging in there.
Nice. So Victor was actually at a Halloween party me and my girl thrown. It's pretty good, right? You have fun, I hope?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely fun. It's a good time.
Werewolves.
Not like you haven't slept since.
It sounds like you haven't slept.
I've just been busy, man. Got a lot going on.
Yeah?
Another day in the life.
Another day in the life. Another day in the life with Victor. Oh, he's drinking a Red Bull. Oh yeah. So by the way, to recap, so we are now doing Zoom potting, which I'm pretty sure that's whatever, basic.
Potting.
But we're no longer like all together. So now we are all in the life of Jack on a computer screen, which is not bad because, hey, you know what? I save money on tolls. You know, an hour to get to Queens, an hour to drive back. Download this, save this, edit that. Now I'm just all in my home. He's all in his home. You're all in your home, and it makes sense.
They don't know. They just sit, they turn, they press, they hit the play button, and they go,
they don't know.
Music to my ears. They don't know what goes on.
Behind
one
the
day
scenes.
somebody's going to come out with a documentary.
Yeah, I hope. We should get a film crew in here one day. See what we go through.
Watch, now that I said that, and it's in the Google algorithms, next week, it'll be a fucking documentary on Netflix.
Yep. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and by the way, we haven't had a show in, almost 2 weeks, but, you know, everyone needed to refresh, spend time with the family, friends and all that, so we're back on that now, and we're going to hit it large. But other than that, Jack, how was Halloween? Anything spooky?
All right, so I have one funny story because I think it was the first time I got to enjoy having little kids for Halloween, like because they just got to that age where they're entertaining to, poke and you see what they do, and then you introduce them into a scenario like Halloween, and we're going around, and this is the cheesy, corny houses that have the fucking the big inflatable
All men and women created
pumpkins.
Yeah.
But then there's the guys that go for real, like for real. They try to get shit out of you. And there was this one where it was a vampire dude. He was in costume, just chilling off on the side, pretending to like be a fake.
On like a household property or something?
Yeah.
And then what happened? Kids were going up?
Dude, the kids were shaking. And I was like, come on, go. And they're like, no. Dude, I am in the middle of the street laughing my ass. I must have looked like such an asshole.
Yeah.
I was fucking laughing at a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old cry because they're fucking terrified. I'm losing my shit.
Yeah.
My wife's looking. I'm just dark humor, man. I can't explain it. This is just what it is, man.
Yeah. I don't know if your mic was going in and out or it was the connection, but.
Oh yeah. Was it bad? Is it still doing it?
No, it's better when you talk into it. I don't know, maybe that fucking noise gate shit. Put it in your mouth again. There you go. Yeah, so I mean, but you dressed up or you weren't really anything?
No. This is the first Halloween I haven't dressed up for, but I just didn't have the time. But the kids got dressed.
Yeah,
That's what's important. No, they were scared shitless. By the time they got home, I was like, "Hey guys, I know you were scared.
your mic is a
crying,
little muffling. Shit, I hate
how's
that.
about now?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the connection or is it the mic. Fucking Zoom.
I have no clue. I mean, maybe I could just stop sharing
That's
and
crazy.
see what that does.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Let me see where
What did that do to the mic?
Nothing really. I don't know if it's because you're not. Are you far away from it?
No, I got it. You don't see the screen?
See now,
Yeah,
you
it's like
sound
right
perfect. Yeah, now you sound perfect.
Now I sound. Yeah, it was just taking up too much bandwidth.
Oh, all right.
Good old technical difficulties.
Well,
Hey.
I mean, bandwidth is going to start to be a real problem.
I bet. But
Got to shut those Wi-Fi connections off.
Yeah. Oh, actually, speaking of which, let me go ahead and start doing that.
Stop streaming porn, you bastard.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was Uncle Fester. My girlfriend was Debbie from the Addams Family.
Mm-hmm.
And not everyone's familiar with the Debbie, but Debbie is basically the one that Fester ends up marrying, and every time she marries a husband, she just takes the money and kills him. But the thing is, you can't kill someone that's dead, so
Right.
or at least the fucking.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Exactly. But Victor came. He came with Jenna. They were what was the actual names? Like, what are the names for them?
So you ever see Karate Kid?
Yeah, I seen Karate Kid.
There's a scene where I forgot the kid's name. He goes to a Halloween party for school, and then he gets kind of like chased around by these other 3 Cobra Kai karate guys, and they're wearing these skeleton outfits.
It was pretty dope. They look comfortable too. Like they look like onesie pajamas. Yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely comfortable, but they were jumpsuits kind of.
Yeah, they look good. I would definitely wear them to bed. And you guys did look comfortable. You had boxers underneath there, or you put like leggings or long johns or something? Free
just
ball.
boxers.
Oh, I thought you were free balling.
No, I should have.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm fucking Uncle Festa, and I had a pretty horrible costume. When you look at something, when it's like what's it called, like reality versus
Pros
imagination.
versus Joes.
Yeah, so like I seen this thing on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I got this. This is what it's fucking white paint and black fucking shit around your eyes. How hard could that be? No.
Yeah. How was that hard?
Yeah, it was hard. So I basically put in the white paint all over my face, and it's not really, what's the word I'm looking for? It kept like seeping through. Like you could still see my natural, beautiful skin tone. You know what I mean?
Putting on white face?
Yeah. And then
fucking racist.
No. Uncle Festa. I put a little gray in there. I ended up dumping all like the white liquid paint on my face, and it got a little thicker, which was fine. And then I put the black circles around the eyes. Then the black was bleeding into the white, so it was already looking like shit. Then I had this bald cap, and the bald cap was not the thin LASIK. It was like a thicker latex, so you couldn't paint it. Every time you would put something on it, it would just smudge right off.
Yeah,
so I thought to
it's
my
weird.
mind, yeah.
You would think after all these years of you putting on makeup when no one's looking, you'd be pretty good at it. But
I like turtles.
No, but it gets even better. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So like I bought balloons because big, those gigantic white balloons. So I end up cutting like 2 inches off the top where you would blow on it. Giacomo, I'm sure you're familiar with that.
2 inches off the top. Yep.
Yeah. So I ended up taking the balloon, stretching it, and put it on my head, and it looked great. It was bald. It looked awesome,
Nice.
but it was cutting circulation to the brain. So I was like, "Fuck, what do I do?"
Again, no obstacle too big.
Yeah, no obstacle too big, cutting circulation. So I'm like, let's fuck this. Let's just take a few pictures. And then I ended up taking everything off. The fucking headpiece kept slipping off. It was ruining the paint job. I did not look like if she wasn't Debbie and you put us next to each other, I'd look like a retarded version of fucking death. I did not look like Uncle Fester. The only thing working for me is I bought this light bulb and I like kind of tricked it out and I taped something. So every time I put it in my mouth and I would use my tongue to put the metal on metal, the light would appear. So that was probably the only thing working for me. The hand I had, I taped it on my shoulder. Thing kept falling off every 2 seconds.
You generally have a better time with things in your mouth, so yeah.
It wasn't that bad. I don't think it was that bad.
How dare you?
No, it wasn't too bad. I mean, I have pictures. I don't know if I'm going to post them up on the internet. But put it this way, you know me. If I have a good time and all that, I'd usually like to like post it up, show everybody, like, hey.
Born here or there.
Yeah, but anyways, that didn't work out well. Victor looked good. He had the hairdo. Had the one piece. Did you get to eat? I ordered some Mexican food. I ordered from a place called Sasa Pagante from Port Chester. Oh my God, the food was amazing.
Yeah,
really good. Yeah, so that was pretty good, and that's about it. I mean, it was like an average. I mean, I had to do all the decorations. Spent about 4 hours doing decorations. This morning, I spent about 3 hours taking them down. So I feel like I'm getting bored talking about Halloween. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. That's
Happy Halloween.
That's the side of me no one sees. I like to do interior designing for holidays.
Oh.
Hey, it could be a second job.
Yeah,
no, he is pretty good. I mean, even all the logos and shit. Did you have any help doing the logos for the show?
No, that's just trial and error. I would pick something. All right, I like it. Then I'd add this, take away that. I'm like, okay, I add this and that, and then finally I came up with that. Simple. Yeah. UnFollowVic has the little shadow underneath. That's it.
It works. Even the colors and everything. I think it works.
Yeah,
I mean,
actually,
just
I don't
from
know
an
how
artistic
I did
standpoint,
that.
I think it works.
Well, I got a little artistic and autistic mind, so.
That's true. This is very true. Anyone who knows you knows this.
One, I married Jill. And two, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Just clap for that, you stupid bastard.
Yeah.
Anyways, so.
You're that special tool in the toolbox where you work for multiple things.
Yeah.
Like you're
I'm like a one-piece Allen
tool
key set. Yeah.
Yeah. But not all the keys are there, but the ones that are more important.
But the ones that are more important. Yeah. You don't got the really little one. You don't need the huge
or the really,
one.
really big ones. We got the ones that are just right.
You got like if it was a 12 set kit, a 12 set kit, I'd be like number 2, 4, and 6 would be there. That's about it. Yeah. And those are the ones you need. Those are your IKEA
you're
furniture.
The driver, the putter, and the wedge. Yeah. You only need 3 clubs. You don't need a whole fucking.
You need a 9, a 6, and a putter. That's it.
Yeah. Oh shit!
But most importantly, I mean, Halloween was that. I mean, anyone got anything else to touch up on Halloween or?
Not for Halloween, but what I did before Halloween, just before it, because I mean, you guys know I have back problems, so I went to go get a massage down in LA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it was this like upscale, like it had a bougie name and shit. I don't know, it was free. I got it as a gift. So I'm like, I'm about to walk into the place, and I'm like, before I do this, I want to get a little toasty, right? Because I know that it's not a situation where I'm going to be able to do it while I'm inside. Mm-hmm. So I take a couple of hits of my vape pen and I go inside, and the lady at the front desk is like, "Oh, hi, welcome. We'll give you a tour." I get a tour of the fucking place. It looks like it's in a cathedral. And I'm like, "Oh my God." And this is LA, like outside there's bums fucking eating off the floor and shitting right next to it. And inside it's fucking. So I'm walking in and I'm like, and she's like, "Okay, you're going to sit here." And I haven't had contact with like other human beings other than my kids for a long time. So and I was a little toasty. So in the moment when she was like, "And please have a seat right here, and somebody will be right in with you shortly," I said, "Good girl."
So you didn't,
but because I only deal with my daughter on a day-to-day.
Oh, that's exactly. Oh, I thought you were joking when you said that.
No, I didn't say that on purpose. I said it out loud like I would to my daughter when she does something that's, a little extra or being sweet or whatever. Oh, thank you. Thanks, baby girl, whatever. So to her, I was like, oh, okay. Wait, what? Fuck. What did I say?
Hey, don't touch me, bitch.
Oh, I said good girl.
Yeah,
good girl. I said good girl to this lady as she was, and then she like blushed a little bit as she walked out. But I was like, that's weird.
No,
and I was there with my mother-in-law, and she told me that that's what I had said to her.
Really? You didn't even realize?
I didn't. No, like I said it, and then I had my massage, walked out. And my mother-in-law was like, you told that lady good girl. Like when you
sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where
she's probably into that BDSM. She probably like that baby girl fantasy. She loved that. Man. Never know, man. I'm telling you.
I got a really good massage though.
Yeah. All right. Just real quick.
Where was your back pain?
Yeah, how's your back?
Lower and neck.
Did it go away?
So no, it's
what about the back?
Especially now I can't go to physical therapy. So
what about the back in between your legs? Did you take care of that or no?
No. Wasn't one of those places, you dirty fuck.
Oh. But
I'm a Christian man.
Yeah.
Oh man. The massage was great though. Definitely worth the trip to LA.
I believe it. Shout out to Zaj, by the way. He had a baby and it's a boy.
I can't wait to find out who this person is.
Zaj had a baby.
Zaj had a baby. It's a boy.
Yep. Also, LA Dodgers win the 2020 World Series. Just to cap anyone that's not watching sport. I'm not watching sports, but I mean, besides football, because I have fantasy. But other than that, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of football, real quick before we get into anything else.
Yeah, please.
Have you ever imagine what a lineman's life? Have you ever imagined what a lineman's life is? Like the defensive tackle or the center or the right guard, the right tackle. Like I can only they don't really they're not all on TV all the time. They have a big fucking job to do. Either they're defending or playing the offensive line. But I could just imagine these guys. You're talking about guys that are 6'5", 380 pounds. They probably all live down south, got fucking mansions, throwing the biggest fucking barbecues in the world. Their wives are a good 7, which is better than a better 10. Because, their wives are not going to leave them or anything. I don't know. I just thought of that.
They got it made, man.
They got it made. I think a lineman's life is better than a quarterback's life.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the linemen take a lot of damage, though. They're constantly smashing into other people.
Yeah, but it's they're I look at them as regular people. They just have a job. They go there. I mean, their jobs make good money, and that's it. Sometimes they win Super Bowls. They don't. Either way, at the end of the day, off season, they're probably throwing the best barbecues, just chilling on their ranch.
I would love to be one of their neighbors.
Yeah, I know, right? They probably. What do you do? Just a lumber guy. That's it. You don't even know the guy's a fucking right tackle for Green Bay.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
My dean for my high school was a defensive lineman for the Cowboys. He had a
really,
yeah, he had a ring and everything.
What school?
My high school, Christ the King.
Christ the King. Oh yeah, that's right. Christ the King got a lot of known people that came out of there or still there.
You think they wear those things grocery shopping, like you said? Do you?
I wore it to work.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I don't. Because I don't walk around with my fucking military chest candy all the time. It's not part of the, I'm fucking, I don't know. I don't get it. Why advertise? Unless you're just looking for attention.
I mean, it's not really. Yeah, it's not.
It's an achievement, but how many of us walk around with our trophies?
That's a Super Bowl ring, though.
No, that's true.
I don't know. Jack, you smoke pot. You walk with a grinder in your pocket?
No.
No? Oh.
I don't even walk around with weed. It's not something I do.
Oh, it's all legal out there. So I guess it's different. I don't know.
It's like alcohol.
I don't know if I won the
From
Super Bowl.
what I heard, California is actually setting like these standards for all the laws going forward.
Mm-hmm.
The other states on that.
The state of California?
Yeah, state of California.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You like my Joe Biden drops? I got a lot of them. I want to get to them eventually, but I'm waiting for the right time to hit on them. I have a funny one. Fun. Does anyone know what he's saying in this one? Listen to this one.
That turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
What the fuck was he talking about?
There's no way that wasn't multiple clips. Like
no, that was one. That was one take right there.
That was all in one. I can't even be that creative. You could. I couldn't.
You wouldn't even see that in a fucking Steven Spielberg movie.
That's ridiculous.
Who wrote that script?
What do you think he was saying?
Something about he likes when kids brush on his legs and his hair, and he don't mind putting a kid on his lap because he loves putting kids on his lap. And then he said something about roaches. Should I play that again?
Oh my god! I'm gonna. Yeah. Can you? Again. Oh, you don't have it so that you could play it and pause it. Yeah, just play it again.
Not really. No. I mean, I could, but
just do it.
Require too much work.
That turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
I think he called the kids roaches.
For anyone who hasn't tried ayahuasca, right there.
He's shot. How can you say that?
If you want to learn a new language, there it is.
Holy fuck. Learn multiple languages at once.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
What? What did he say?
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
True international pressure.
Yeah,
international pressure.
That's it, baby. That's all that matters, man.
I mean, whatever.
So
whatever, bro. They can make up new words. Did you know that they actually prompted what was it? One of those dictionaries to change the definition of
oh god.
I gotta look it up.
What are they trying to change now?
No, it was during the debate. Was it during the debate? Fuck, who was it that they were shitting on? They were like, you can't say that word. That word means this and that. And then literally 2 seconds, like 2 minutes, something like that, after the that was said on TV, one of the dictionaries actually changed their definition to be what it was Congress, Senate. Fuck, the Hawaiian lady from
Tulsi Gabbard.
No. Then
no.
She's the one that has a really heavy
Jack, I have a thing then. Why don't you use that $1,500 computer and maybe Google it?
I'll get back to you, but they basically changed the definition. And
that's funny.
I don't know. This world is world's interesting.
I bet.
Whatever, just rolling to the next thing.
Yeah, sure.
Then now we segue.
Don't worry, we're coming off a 2-week little vacation. Give us one show to get back together.
Hirono, Macy Hirono, she said it.
Well, let's look at the notes here.
Oh, it's not even. Oh, speaking of notes, by the way, don't ever fucking scare me like that again, you piece of shit.
What did I do?
This kid fucking writes in the show. All right, so for those at home playing the home game, we all have a shared document that we all put our ideas in for the show, right? This isn't always unscripted. And he writes some shit about his brother dying from meth and some other shit. And
no, I got
COVID.
it. I got it here. I put my
And
brother
can
died.
you please pull this up?
I'm gonna read it.
By the way, it's like what time is it over by you? Like 3 a.m. when I'm fucking ringing your. I'm calling you.
Yeah, he called me at 3 a.m. All right, so my note says my brother died from COVID. Failed to mention he was overweight, recently divorced, had diabetes, smoked, drank, recovered a meth head. Now I get it. You would think I'm talking about my brother, but it's not. It's like I was watching one of these shows. I don't know if it was the Stern Show or something on the radio, and they called in. They were crying. They're like, "Hey, you know, my brother died from COVID. Blah blah blah." You know, the guy's like, "Oh, really? Did he die from COVID?" He's like, "Yeah, he just died from COVID." Blah blah. You know, he was 62, and then they're talking, and then like 10 minutes into it, they continue. It's like, "Yeah, you know, he was overweight, and you know he got divorced recently. You know, he was suffering from diabetes. He smoked, he drank. He was also doing meth." And I'm like, okay, did he die from COVID? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't die from COVID.
It sounded like he died from like drugs.
Yeah, it sounded like he died because he was overweight with diabetes. He was recently divorced. Once you put divorce in there, you got your death rate is up 70%. And then he smoked and drank on top of that, and then he was a recovering meth addict, and you want to say he died from fucking COVID?
Right.
Come on.
Now, I'm sitting in my fucking bed, and all of a sudden I hear about my best friend's brother who just passed away from fucking meth, COVID, divorce, all this other shit, and I'm freaking the fuck out. Yeah. And I call him, I hit him up, I send him a text. Oh my God, are you okay? And then he finally gets back to me. He's like, oh no, it's from a show that I wanted. I'm like, piece of shit. By the way, I found the article finally. It took us a while, but It was for the Amy Coney. What was it? Amy Coney Barrett. When they were questioning her before she was going in to be a judge on the Supreme Court, she kept saying the word, where is it? Sexual preference or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sexual preference. And then Mazie Hirono was like, nah, that's not what it means. That's offensive to the community of da-da-da. And then Merriam-Webster, publishing dictionary since the 1800s, sprung to action and gave credence to these attacks by literally redefining the term seemingly overnight.
How dare you?
Just so
Merriam-Webster, I know that you might not be familiar with what that is, Sogo, but we have a book where
Webster
we put all
dictionary.
our words with definitions in it.
I had to carry one in the military for 4 years that I never opened. It had to be in my green bag, by the way.
I love this. This is great. Yeah. So yeah, now they could just change how the words what they mean. Words don't mean anything.
This world is going to shit.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it definitely is.
Yeah. Like Joe Biden, he says something about, I have it here, 150 million people died in 2007 because of like gun violence. 150. So half of the United States died in 2000. Did anyone hear that about that? No.
No. Enlighten.
Clip 4.
150 million people have been killed since 2007 when Bernie voted to exempt the gun manufacturers from liability.
So we're all dead?
Yeah, half of the United States is dead. So there should be only
a lot of people. No, that's not true. That can't be true.
That there's only 150 million people living right now. Then on
he
the
was
United
having
States.
A senior moment.
Yeah.
You can't.
That's crazy. I would say maybe 150 million. No, that's crazy. That's a crazy number.
Dude, 150,000 people dying from gun violence is a lot. I think
Trump was ripping into him for that.
Yeah, 13 years.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not gonna go crazy into it, but I figured I'd share that. That was pretty funny. Let me ask you something, Jack. You have a wife. Victor's got a fiance, and I have a girlfriend. Yeah. So this is like all three great perspectives. Does any of your significant other know what the word live means? And when I say live, I mean happening now. Like if you're watching a football game, that's live. Mm-hmm. Can you just stop and do dishes? Could you just stop and if you're playing like a video game live? You can, but do you want to?
Yeah,
Like, what are you afraid of? Someone's gonna spoil what just fucking happened. Like, you can pause shit.
You can't. It's live, and I don't have the option to pause. But I'm saying if you're in the middle of a video game, you're playing Warzone.
Then you just run the clock, and right before the next
playing
fucking
Warzone on my vacation religiously with Jack and his shout out to Paladino, and you can't just stop what you're doing and do something that you could do in 20 minutes. You just can't. I don't think they understand the definition of live.
I don't know.
Like, imagine you gone fishing 4 hours, catching nothing. Now you're wheeling in something heavy, and it's a big one. You feel it, it's a big one. But she wants to take a picture of the sunset. Would you stop wheeling and take the picture? Or would you take the phone and throw it in the water and keep wheeling in that son of a bitch?
I wouldn't take my wife fishing.
Oh my God. I'm just, forget it. Giving me a fucking headache.
I'm just trying to find that one moment where I can see where you're coming from. Give me a good example of when I can't pause something. give me one good example.
I'm just saying,
of when
if you happen to go fishing with your wife, you just happen to do it. You happen to do it. That's what.
Okay. You think she'd be like, "Oh my God, take a picture." Meanwhile, I'm bringing in a goddamn.
Yeah, you're bringing in a 30-pound, or you're bringing in a 7-foot treasure shark.
She wouldn't interrupt that.
All right, but if she did, and she said, "Let's take the picture," what are you doing? Are you wheeling it in, or are you taking the picture?
I'm wheeling it in.
All right, that's all I wanted to know. God damn.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
All right, just what he said.
Oh yeah. By the way, Victor, you inspired me to go a little lower on the beard.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Because yours drops down. Like, mine was up at the mustache. Like, I got a fucking werewolf face.
Yeah, you got. Well, mine doesn't get that high, so that's why
I had to shave. Stupid Halloween costume, and now I regret it.
I don't know why you didn't just shave your head. I mean, you're already fucking shaving your face.
I feel like if I shave my head, it's not coming back no more. So
that's not how that works, but all right.
No, it does. When I went into the military, 2014,
said the bald guy.
Don't
take advice from me.
Yeah, I know, but we have different genes, man. I had beautiful, thick, long hair. They shaved all that, and when they shaved all that, freaking, what was I gonna say? My hair just never grew back the same. And now I feel like if I was to shave my head now, I would just be fucking bald.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would look good bald.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Sorry, Joe Biden wanted to say something.
Oh man, I don't know what's gonna go on for election day, but it's.
You guys want to break it down a little bit? You guys want to talk about election day?
It's what?
You want to talk about election day? I mean, it's only 2 days away.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
It's a little scary to be.
So what do you think the world's going to be like?
A whole lot like it is now.
I think either way after the election, there's going to be some type of chaos. It's just, is it going to last for 2 days for a victory in one side of the party, or is it going to last for another 6 months because they can't take that? If you lose, you lose. Because you know what second place is, right? Second place is first loser.
It's very true.
Yeah. Have you gone out and vote? Jack, did you vote?
No. I have no intentions of voting.
No intentions of voting?
No.
Do you have any intentions in complaining?
I have every intention of complaining. Whoever wins, I'm going to complain about it.
Jack, you like getting your dick sucked?
Yeah.
Do you like sucking dick?
No.
So you're a hypocrite. So basically,
yeah.
So basically, you're not going to vote. But if something, all right. Hey, listen. If you're openly hypocritical,
matter of fact, I'm not gay, but I prefer my porn with penis in it.
Oh yeah, 100%. All guys are 10-15% gay.
Yeah.
Who was that comedian that said that? There was a comedian that said that. Ron White. Yeah, he goes, every guy's 15% gay. I mean, you're not watching a porno with a 2-inch dick. You're gonna watch it with a fucking 7-8-inch cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I feel like we're gonna regret saying that, but
why?
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, that's why I've voted to just Not
You voted?
say anything.
You don't have to say who you voted for. But did
Oh
you
no,
vote?
I voted.
Yeah, me too. I voted. When did I vote? Today is what, Sunday, Saturday? I think it was Friday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I was in and out 10 minutes in person because if I could do everything else in person, why not vote in person? You know what I'm saying? Or no one knows what I'm saying.
So I'm a little worried about voting and hear me out, right?
Well, you got 2 days to vote. So me and Victor, I mean, hold on real quick. If you don't want to vote, you don't want to vote, but I'm going to push for you to vote.
I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from, though. Why I don't want to vote, because this is the first time this has ever happened to me where I've received and I took photos and I sent them back in the mail ballots for other people.
What do you mean?
And I got mail-in ballots sent to my house. All I would have had to do was open it up, like I've seen what they look like. Open it up, barely any information necessary, and you just send it back and boom, that's, your Republican, Democrat, Independent, whoever. I don't know who this person was voting for. I didn't open up the mail. I just put it right back in. But to know that I got somebody else's ballot, and by the way, I know that the listeners might not know this. This is so ridiculous for me because the house I currently own and live in is a new construction. Meaning no previous owner to this fucking address. Like it's not even on fucking Google. And they're getting mail for mail-in ballots. Like I don't want to be the person where it's like I did vote and then California has a recount. It's, this person has 3 fucking. I don't want my actual name on anything.
Yeah. No, that's weird. I would love to see if you were to like Google that person's name, see what pops up. Maybe
I did, and they don't come up.
They don't come up, right? Or they probably died 40 years ago. That's weird. I don't know. I'm not really in for the mail-in ballots. I don't know what Victor stands on that, but what's up?
Say that again?
I'm not really for the mail-in ballots. One, because I don't think it takes that much time out of your precious day to just go in person. I feel like if you could, I think what 90% of the people are still working besides people in hospitality, hotels, and whatever. So if you're going to work, you're doing this, you're going that, you're going shopping, you're going to Halloween parties, you're doing this and that, I think you could afford 15 minutes to just go assure your vote in the mail-in. I mean, at the polls.
I mean, the thing with the mailing is how do they avoid overlap? That's what I don't get. Like
yeah, like who says I can't mail in my vote today, or let's say I did it last week and then I did the early voting, because by the time they get it, I could have done my early voting too. So
exactly.
And then what are they going to do? Like, do you know anything? Like, because when you go to the poll, they take it, they scan it, your vote's in. Now with the mail-in, what do they got to do? They got to rip it up. They got to hand put it into the computer, right, or whatever. They got to scan it all in.
Let's see if there's a cutoff, because there had to have been a cutoff.
There has to be. You need at least. If you're gonna mail in, you would need at least
the day before election day.
The day before, so I can mail it in tomorrow.
No, they must be received the day before election day.
They must be received. So there will be a winner then on election day. Or how long does it take to count all the people that are mailing in their
look
ballots?
at this. So actually, every state has a different ballot deadline.
Yeah. Don't quote me, but I believe
some of their deadlines is after.
I believe
election.
the state of California.
Like Alaska's 10 days after election day.
Say that again. 10 days after election day. What?
Alaska, you can receive your ballot. So if they receive the ballot 10 days after,
so we won't know who's the president on November 4th at like 2-3 in the morning.
They have to, because I'm seeing some states here it's postmarked by election day and received by 14 days after the election day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll find out next year.
I guess so. That's fine.
Or they're just going to not count them. I don't really know. Honestly, it's a little confusing how they're going to do that.
I mean,
I would think there's at least 7-day window between the date they had, the last day to send it, and election day. Yeah. Maybe there's going to be double counts.
There probably will be double counts, but if it's in the favor of who they want it to be, because I think
didn't that happen in Bush and Gore?
I don't recall. I wasn't voting at that time, nor did I really was into the politics.
I was a crazy kid. I don't know why I paid attention to that as a kid.
I did. It was Florida. Florida did a recount.
They did. They had a recount, but what was the cause? Was it duplicates?
Probably. I think that's where when they noticed a lot of dead people voting, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that's an issue that comes up every year.
Yeah.
I mean, every 4 years.
Do you think Russia persuaded the election this year?
I think they do it every year, and I don't think they're the only ones.
No, I don't think Russia had anything to do with anything, really.
I don't know, man.
But I know Joe Biden's leading.
I sat in a conference with some people that I don't remember. It was for an assignment for school, but these were like professors, PhDs, investigators, shit like that. And they basically broke down the whole, what is misinformation? Where is it coming from? I mean, are they, is that the system trying to tell me some bullshit? Oh, it seemed like people when they're and
your bandwidth is going again.
Yeah. But basically, like, I believe that everyone in the world has a reason to want to fuck with us. So to destroy us from the inside, all you really got to do is make us not trust each other.
Yeah, I see that. It's like the Trojan horse type of thing.
Right. Well, and the Russians pretty much invented this strategy of throwing off governments by starting, poisoning the waters, basically, with the informatia.
Well, it's a good. I mean, that was the whole concept. Russia's been doing that forever with like spies, right? So that was the whole idea.
Right? Yeah. I mean, and then you look and you start hearing stories about how the FBI is trying to fucking, they're tapping Trump and. No, that's not true. Hillary Clinton's emails. All of a sudden, Hunter Biden's fucking computer goes missing. There's all of this shit that you only start to hear now. Like, what's his name? Giuliani's had this fucking laptop supposedly for months, and you're gonna start to. But just recently, they said that the FBI are investigating it and have been. But it's like, why keep that hidden from the American people till weeks before we are almost about to elect his dad?
By the way,
I don't know. It may not have relevance.
I'm going to say this here.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden didn't kill himself. Just going to get that.
Come on, man.
Hey. Yeah, and another.
I think our political views are pretty clear here.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing. What's everyone gets all crazy. It's been electoral votes are how we just do our thing. So everyone's like, Biden's leading. He's got the popular vote. It doesn't matter. Like The Rock says, it doesn't matter how you. Popular vote's not going to do anything. It's all about electoral. And
you have to have more states that want you to be president.
I know Joe Biden's leading.
The way it is.
He's leading in China. Definitely.
Pennsylvania right now, I mean, especially since the last debate when Biden said that he was going to try to phase out pretty much Pennsylvania's fucking livelihood, and it's a key state in Trump victory.
Yeah, Trump's going to win that state.
You think so? He's going to flip it?
I think Pennsylvania is always like a split usually all the time. I think it
probably splits out. Yeah, it probably splits out. The border.
It's a known split. Yeah.
What's on the border of Pennsylvania? Is that Ohio?
You got New York.
Pull up a map.
I haven't looked at a map since junior high.
God damn, I don't even know what a map is anymore. Just take the 95 south.
It is Ohio. Sweet. Yeah, it's definitely Ohio. So, see, the thing that interests me is that, there's multiple electorals for each state.
Mm-hmm.
But it's based on sort of like population density.
Yeah. But I mean,
so like Texas could be a bigger state, but New York can have a larger population.
Which is, I think, true, right? I think New York does.
It is, but Texas has more electorals.
Yeah.
Which is weird, right?
Not
why would they have?
Because you have.
Yeah, sure there is. If there's 25 million people in,
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with your math. I'm disagreeing with you said, well, that doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense why that would be. Texas is a bigger state. You need more land to be a farmer than you do to be a coder. So yeah, you have very relevant jobs out there that require more land.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that if the electorals vote for the president, every
You
state
vote for
has,
your electorals.
Okay, but you have, based on how many people are in your state, is based on the number of electorals that are in for your state, right?
Right.
So New York has more population than Texas, probably. Let me look that up, actually.
I think so. I think New York State, the state of New York, I think.
Right, exactly. So let's just say that there's population New York.
12, 15 million, something like that. I know in the city
just the
alone
city.
is 10. I think the city, right? Or no?
Yeah, I don't think city versus
19
state.
million
I mean, when we
together?
vote, we don't put our votes in from.
I know.
Well, you.
I think the state of New York is 19 million or something like that. I don't know, 15 to 19. I'm probably off by. Maybe.
I like turtles.
I haven't pressed the button in a while. You know me.
He gets bored.
No, I don't get bored. That's good. What about your wife? Does she vote, or she's not? Or you guys are just so you guys are undecided or whatever?
We're
independent.
We've decided that we don't like it either way, so we're not going to vote either way.
Gotcha. I think that has to do a little bit with the Cali syndrome, but is it true the state of California does not do polls anymore? You can't walk in for this election. Everything has to be in mail-in ballots. That's what I heard.
I have no idea. I stopped paying attention to what because California changes their rules pretty much overnight.
I don't know if it was the state or was it just one of the cities like LA. Like you cannot go in person and vote. Everything must be mail-in ballot.
Check out how far behind I am on just realizing what the fuck's going on in the world. I just watched TV last night and saw my first show that had a COVID mask thing going on.
Oh God, I don't it's so annoying. The fact.
Come on, man.
I'm having deja vu here, but
you know, there's COVID porn now, right? Just throwing.
Oh God,
there is. I saw that one.
Yeah.
And
I never got to see it, but in my
let's
guy
say
chats,
here, right?
I get a couple.
Huh?
Go ahead, Victor.
We experienced the pandemic past 8 months now, going on 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's not over yet.
No, this is
now. It's even worse. When I watch TV, I got to still experience the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say it ends in January or after the election for all the conspiracists. November, tomorrow, next 2 days, election ends. COVID ends.
But does it end?
The curve, all of a sudden, magically, the curve is flattened. Thanks to our wonderful New York Governor Cuomo. Anyway,
Fuck that guy.
Then, for the next 9 months, as everything that was recorded during the pandemic is going to be released as far as TV shows, and I got to sit there and watch for the next 9 months now COVID related shit. So for a good 2 years, because of actual events and then entertainment, COVID is just going to become and stay a thing, and it's driving me nuts.
Let me blow your mind right now. What happens? What if I were to tell you, like that meme, that having a mask is going to just become the politically correct thing to do, and it's not going away even after COVID goes?
I don't know.
That doesn't bother me though.
I think if Biden gets elected, we'll be wearing the masks at least until 2022. But I do think if Trump gets elected, I think people are just going to say off with the masks. Let's go back to work.
I think
it's going to be a new person. I think that mask is going to be a new trope, and there's going to be at least one in every episode of any corny, cheesy, shitty show you guys watch. There's always going to be that one person, that fucking Becky or Tom, who's just in every fucking scene with a goddamn mask on because it's just you know what I mean? Like, and by the way, I wear my mask.
Yeah, no, I wear it too. It's more. I actually don't mind the mask. I don't mind if it's a common courtesy. Like they did that in Japan.
Yeah,
for years. Like I think that should be the common courtesy.
I don't want to watch that shit.
But I don't want to watch it. But what I do think is going to be a problem is if that people start to correlate your president to your personal health, you're going to have a huge issue because your president should not at all impact your decision to either wear a mask or not wear a mask.
Right.
And I think one of them is
if that's the case, people really think about this. Are people not making decisions for themselves? Or are they just going to base it off of what one person says on TV?
It's whatever the news says.
There's
There's a lot of sheep out there, especially in New York, Cali, Rhode Island, New Hampshire. There's a lot of sheep. They're just going to do whatever the news tells them to do. I'm telling you, man, I've been tested already 3 times. I'm negative. I only wear the mask if I got to go to a restaurant, whatever. It's common courtesy. I'm not going to be that jerk off that walks in Walmart without the mask. I'll wear it, but...
And the stupid thing is you can't even really rely on those sources. You can't even rely on the sources the news gets their shit from. The fucking CDC was flip-flopping on fucking masks, was flip-flopping on fucking whether or not it was airborne or not.
Do you understand?
Like, come on, man.
The news is more worried about... Yeah, hold on, let me get that in.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You understand the news is more worried about masks and this dumb shit. I mean, do you see... all these little kids that are being saved from trafficking? I still have yet to look at any news network and that be like the highlight of the story.
No, everything. I'm telling you, everything that hurts. I just keep going back to the fucking Hunter computer thing.
Like fucking Joe
Clinton
Biden,
emails. There's so much shit.
I'll
so
lead
much
an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
That's what you sound like.
Good.
Yeah, no. Oh, by the way, you brought up Como. Did you know state troopers dating his daughter? And when he found out, the state trooper got transferred to like the border of Canada. So now
must be nice when you're King Cuomo.
Now the guy's got like a 500. The guy has like a 500-mile commute to and back from work, I believe. It's like, and it's either 500 or 250. I forgot. It's 250 both ways or 125 both ways.
If it was by helicopter, I think I'd do it.
Hey, they're still dating. That's what it says.
Dick pics galore.
Yeah, I know. Those things are gonna get leaked.
That must be dope to just have that kind of power. Just
That's
like,
awesome.
who are you dating?
Imagine Thanksgiving at that house.
Yeah. Whatever her name is did not kill herself.
Oh. Cara Kennedy Como. You saying that?
Oh, that wasn't a political fucking move.
Yeah.
Giving her a Kennedy name.
Yeah, right?
That's got to be terrible also to have your name be like because of the history books of whoever your dad likes the most. I mean, I guess having like Alexander because Alexander the Great, but I don't know.
I like that name, Alexander.
I don't know. I don't see any
make the middle
Abrahams.
names are great.
You know?
Yeah. Abraham's it's a rare name to have, but it's
Abe.
there. Abe. But Victor, did you find anything with that like how long, like are we getting an answer on November 4th or we're not?
Let me look. I didn't look for that.
Yeah, because that's gonna be crazy. The next 2 days in every state is gonna be crazy, but especially in the blue states. What do we got? Jack, you brought up in our notes something. I mean, you want to save it for news, we could do that, but I just wanted to maybe touch base on this crazy rioting that's happening in Philly now.
Oh yeah, there's a World Star video of
the good, and that's a leading news source in the world right now.
Well, it's not news.
Show 30 seconds of 15 minutes.
Says 10 o'clock. I don't know if that's true, but
I don't know because I know Cali is 3 hours behind, so I think that's when their polls close at 10. I think in New York we should
but
normally find out around
the world. Listen, the world runs on Eastern time.
Yeah, I know that. We'll see. It's gonna be this is history, guys. We're talking about the elections, probably one of the craziest elections to come across. We're creating.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man.
100%.
Yeah. World Star Hip Hop posted a video of a man looting in Philly this week who was then looted by other looters.
Oh.
Yeah, the masked man was like showing off on this fucking video. He was like, yeah, he got abortion pills. He was like being all happy about having abortion pills that he fucking stole for some reason. Because I know when I go to my drug dealer.
How dare you?
So what happened? He was like in a car. They were all looting, and then
Yeah, they were looting, and then the video cuts forward, and he's like all like, he just got robbed. He was all beat up, and he's like, they took his car. Like they waited for him to load up his car. They hopped in and drove off.
I'm happy.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. Good. That's what you get.
So there's the looters, and then there's the smart looters who wait for the looters. So because now you don't get in trouble for robbing the store, you get in trouble for robbing a thief.
Really? I love the looters. If you ever watch, like, see, I pay attention of like every little detail in a looter video. And like, yeah, all right, everyone's like looking at people rushing in and just grabbing shit. But do you ever pay attention to the guy in the background that's actually like checking for sizes? He's got like, he sees a jacket. He's like, that's a large, extra large. There we go. Take the extra. And then he goes, oh no, wait, I don't want the blue one. I want the white one, all white.
Putting them back. Oh, he's running big.
Like, how much time do you really have? So you're looting to where? You're looting to wear the evidence at that point. You're not looting to just sell the evidence, get it out, and make a quick $100.
So that's what they were saying. They were saying that pretty much where all that bad shit was going on, the looting, it was Antifa that was. So there was Antifa, and then there was BLM. BLM, the group was doing more of like the looting on the inside, while Antifa was doing the destruction on the outside.
Yeah.
So they kind of like divide and conquer.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's quiet.
Hey, look, this is something that has probably been going on for a really, really long time. I mean, we used to get riled up when for football, there was riot in the streets, on who won.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it's any worse or any better. I just think it's more in our face than it used to be.
All right. And in other news. No,
Are we doing news?
No, we're not doing news.
Oh,
I'm just trying to.
I was gonna say because I got some good ones.
Yeah. We'll save it for the end. We'll wrap it up. Okay. I don't even know. What are we in right now? We're in. Oh shit! We almost hit an hour. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you know the new Apple released the new iPhone, and it doesn't come with a charger nor headphones because they want to be more environmental, but you could buy the charger and headphones separately. I don't get the difference.
When I saw that,
I don't get the difference. I really don't. I don't understand it.
That's their motto though. Sell less.
Yeah, that's got to be the craziest. Like that just there is going to make me switch to just getting a Note. Because I always love the Note. I love the Note.
It's not sell less, actually. It's sell more. Now they make you buy it individually.
Yeah. Like now it's, So now you're buying a phone for $800, and then you got to go buy the charging piece, the block, or the cord. I think it's the cord. Because they assume everyone's going to have it.
And I know that I'm going to piss off a whole bunch of listeners because I see where the numbers are, who's listening from what podcast and, the Apple, whatever. But you guys on Apple, like, come on, man. I don't know. We have to have a debate on, Samsung and Android versus, because I can't.
Why?
There's no reason why I
Where are more of our, I'm going to look up the stats right now.
I don't know. I don't understand what the draw is. What is it about this company that makes the Apple consumers like it? I don't get it.
I just think it's dummy proof. And to be honest, I've owned Android, Samsung phones. And after 18 months, sometimes the phone really just stops working. I don't know if that has to do with anything like downloading or, getting a virus, but I never really had that problem with Apple. But I like Android because you can make that, it's your phone. You can make it whatever the fuck you want it to be,
I guess. I don't know. I look at what they're doing.
Apple's starting to take that on a little bit more.
Are they?
Like they're adding all the widgets and they're adding all these different things that you can kind of customize your phone.
Yeah, like on an Android, I was able to just go on Google, download a music, save it, cut it, add it as a ringtone. With Apple, you got to download this app, download that app, put it on your computer, transfer it over to your phone. It's like, what? Why? Why so many steps? I shouldn't need a computer if I have a smartphone.
True.
You really shouldn't. You guys, I know I'm kind of jumping topic here. Are we done with that?
Yeah, sure. Just jump.
All right.
Jump
No, I
away.
wanted to ask about, did you guys watch Social Dilemma?
That's that
No,
thing on
I didn't do that.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta admit, I did watch it. I did fall asleep, but it had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with the show. It was like 2 a.m. I already had a fulfilled day. It was very, very interesting. I just didn't get to finish it. So if you have anything you want to touch base on that, I'll fucking
good.
I'll listen to it.
They basically, all right. So spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it. It's basically a documentary on how your decisions aren't yours anymore if you don't do your own homework, because the computer, that screen in front of you, if you're looking at a screen or you're just listening to this out of your device, that device is literally just trying, every time it's on and the battery is charged, it's trying to manipulate you to doing things like staring at it. Like, you know, how much time can you spend in front of advertisers? What are these advertisers trying to make you think? Are these advertisers a friend of the Trump campaign, the Biden campaign? Who the fuck knows? There's a bunch of money in this shit. And it's just, it's exposing it with people that worked for these companies.
So it's just a hook. It's like a hook.
It's capitalism at its finest.
They just want to hook you. Yeah. Exactly what Victor said.
I don't know.
Well, that's why,
because how many
you got to
times
choose not to.
What? Yeah, but you can do that. Or like the other day, I was thinking about something that I've never, like I don't know, I think it was like outside gardening stuff. I was thinking it, bro. And 10 minutes later, I get a fucking ad for it on my phone. Like they basically have an algorithm to know what you're going to think next before you.
No,
do.
I don't think it's
like,
what you're going to think next. I think Victor,
watch the documentary.
Is it? I thought Victor was going to, I think he explained it once how you can go on Amazon and say you're looking for, I don't know, a Halloween costume. And you're looking for the Uncle Fester. Actually, no, this did happen to me. So I went on Amazon and I'm looking for the Halloween costume, Uncle Fester, and then blah, blah, blah. You know, 15, 20 minutes later, I'll go on Instagram. Then all of a sudden I see ads, Halloween costume, Uncle Fester. Swipe left, buy it now. Facebook is the same shit.
Yeah. But they're two different companies that are,
and you gotta understand, like this is something serious for what I'm about to say, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but at the same time, you gotta understand, United States, there's a lot of dumbass people. There's a lot of people that are gonna buy what the media says, and I feel bad for them. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh shit, I was just on Amazon, Instagram is showing me this. This is a sign, I gotta buy it, and they don't know the backgrounds and all this that is working. It's scary, because I'd say at least we got 350 million people in the United States. I'm going to go with at least 65% of the people cannot think on their own. They have to get everything off a social media or a news outlet.
Social media is probably the biggest problem.
Yes. And
it's going to go into, you know, that movie with Tom Cruise where I think Minority Report, where they had these mystics that could tell the future of anybody who was about to make the crime. So they arrest you before you even commit your crime.
Really?
Yeah. Great movie. Spoiler alert after the fact. Oh, well, if you haven't seen it, fuck you. That's pretty much what they're trying to shoot for. They're just trying to shoot for knowing you before you know you. And then we just work from there. Work from there. Imagine the government knows what you're going to do before you do it at all times.
That's kind of where they're going with that, though, because like,
how fucked up is that?
But that's kind of just caused by pattern, right? People are just, you know, they're stuck with, I shouldn't say pattern, it's more routine. Every day they wake up at this time, they go to get this coffee at this time. So it's pretty easy to predict what someone's going to do.
But I do think, 100%.
You can definitely, you have enough, there's enough information out there to predict what someone's going to do. Like, because a prediction is based on history, right? So think about this. Your entire life for the past 10 years has been recorded without you even realizing, right? You've been recorded in every step and everything that you've ever done on your phone has been stored and recorded.
Everything.
Everything, right? Here's another concept that kind of blew my mind what Elon Musk said. Elon Musk said that we, in a way, are cyborgs because we have a technical abstraction of ourselves through our phones.
Yeah.
So our phones basically compute for us of the things that we think, essentially, right? We want to be able to translate, hey, I want to find this social media thing, right? So what did we do? We actually instruct the phone on going to a website and doing it. We're instructing a machine to do something for us. So a lot of our lives are predictable. That's where I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
We essentially, if someone was to take your phone, say you've had the same phone for the past 10 years, every component of your life has basically been through that phone, even social interaction. Your phone now can predict what you're going to say based on what you've typed because it just keeps saving it
has
over
that
time.
dictionary, yeah.
So you know what I think,
And I still, and not to cut you off, I still think Apple's doing a bad job on that.
Yeah. No, but I think that if you don't enjoy your technology and it doesn't do it for you, then the machine isn't able to spot your pattern and can't read you. So it can't, for lack of a better word, please what satisfy you the way it like pacifies pretty much everyone else. I mean, and I see it. I see it. My wife. I see her head's on the phone. Looking at it. We're at the dinner table. Sometimes I see her on the phone, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on over there? Anything good going on?" I'm like, "I'm over here in reality, and everybody else got their head on the phone. So I'll go see family, 5-6 people on the fucking couches, head in the phones.
Nuts.
Insanity.
That is crazy.
Like I remember get-togethers where like play hide and go seek.
We used to play cards.
Obviously, not as an
Remember
adult,
that?
you're gonna fucking do that. But
we would go over your house and we would just spend hours of eating and playing cards at your house. I remember.
Yeah.
That was
so.
Good. By the way,
now that's not a thing.
By the way, fun fact, because I was just looking it up. Divorce rates are up 81% due to social media. Last I checked,
COVID?
And this was years ago. Yeah, well, Victor has that on the notes. I don't know if he got something on there, but I'm just saying, last I checked, when social media first started to be like an issue, divorce rates were like 2 and 5. So that leads 40%. Now we just doubled that. So that means 4 out of 5 fucking divorces in the United States, 4 of them are from social media.
Yeah, you can pull that one up. I just sent it to you in a link.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. That's the COVID shit. That's the COVID numbers.
Yeah, I don't know where you sent it to me.
In the chat, in the Zoom meeting chat.
The Zoom meeting chat. Okay.
Yes.
I figured you. All right, yeah. Oh, this is awesome. I like the Zoom thing, man. We can send shit now. This is like, fuck, I feel like we're high tech right now.
Oh, yeah.
Same system. Same system.
One day we're going to have it.
Just better, yeah. Oh, I don't have time to really read all that.
You don't have to. It's the divorce is up 34% higher from March through June compared to 2019.
Really?
So 34% on top of the fact that social media has killed it at 80%. What the fuck's left?
Well, I'm thinking, yeah, from 2007 up to now, it's 80% total. So, yeah, it's getting there. So
31% of couples admitted lockdown has caused irreparable damage to their relationship.
So social
This is from
media,
New York Post, by the way.
Social media is
Elizabeth
more,
Rossner.
Social media is more of a thing than COVID is.
Yeah.
If you want to look at it that way.
For divorce rates, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think we're looking at the real numbers that matter, though, and that's how many relationships are not being made.
I feel bad for the younger guys and girls that are just growing up, man, because they're gonna. It's gonna be hard for them. I'm telling you.
Now they're forced to be online. Those little
yeah, they'll never know
that
what
abstract digital version of us, bro. Streamlined from the age of 3
to wake up and go get their fucking school on and work on.
Yep.
Which is not a bad thing. I mean, I would like to work from inside, but obviously, I think I would hate that after 4 months. I think I would lose my mind. Not like a psycho dog. Yeah, so what else? What do we got? good
What
to
do you
be
mean,
back.
We got each other.
We do.
Oh,
Oh, I see you highlighting something over here.
yeah, just a little PSA for the listeners and you guys. Just be careful when you go to send the nasty ass memes that your friends send you because you're that middleman, and you go to send it out. Don't send all of them. Like, don't send ones that are suggestive that you do naughty things with your father-in-law's daughter. It's not a good look.
Can I ask you something? Why the fuck are you even texting?
No, I was very close to sending it, but because you guys send me fucking nasty ass shit. You and Dino, you guys are great.
Oh, you're talking through like a messenger?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful, dude.
It has the groups and shit, and I almost sent it because Messenger, you just hit it once and boom, it's done. It's sent.
Yeah, I know.
There's no, are you sure? There's no.
I'm a weirdo too, man. If someone messages me on anything and I really don't talk to them after that little conversation, I'll delete it because I don't want to accidentally send anything to them.
Yeah, it takes a lot of space up in your phone. I delete them all the time.
Yeah.
Really? On Messenger? Oh shit!
I delete
didn't
everything,
know that.
dude.
Huh. Guess what? I'm deleting again.
Yeah, I might just delete Facebook and all. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me. I find Instagram a better social site. I think it's just.
I don't know if there's a way to delete yourself from the internet altogether.
Well, I know
that would be nice.
Deactivate my account and just keep it in the air, the atmosphere.
In the cloud.
Yeah, that's it. All the people that can break into the cloud can see it. As long as I can see it, I don't give a shit.
All those dick pics.
Yeah. God damn. I got a dick pic with the rubber band thing I got that I said I voted early. It's my new cock ring.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Joe Biden wants to say something real quick. What do you want to say, Joe?
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden. Look at my record.
There you go. Joe wants to beat Joe.
He needs help.
He needs help.
That man needs help.
He just needs to step
He needs
down.
to not run, and he needs help.
But I'm going to say this now. If he does win, and I'm not that guy where I'm like, I know if Trump wins, everyone's not going to believe it. Everyone's going to say it was rigged. If Biden wins, I'm going to assume everything was fair. Just like if Trump won, I'm going to assume everything was fair. But I don't even know the fuck I was getting at. Oh, what I'm getting at is if Biden wins, I'm going to say within 4 months he will step down, say that he's not fit for duty, and that
And
vice
Kamala.
president, and then Kamala will go ahead and blow her way to the top again.
All men and women created by you know the thing.
Yeah, you know the thing.
Sexist, even though there's clear evidence.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
That's not the racistest thing I've ever heard.
That's pretty bad.
That's bad. But no, hey, media doesn't want to play.
That's not the
Trump's
most
the
racist thing I've heard him say, though.
Oh, yeah, that's not. It keeps going on.
Do you have another one? Because that was...
Oh, no, I think I used them all throughout the show. I definitely want to play a couple more through the outro, but I don't want to be too much on that.
All right, so we won't...
I guarantee you YouTube is going to deny my video when I put it up. So this episode is going to be uploaded by tomorrow. YouTube, give me like a few days and I'll post it up.
Yeah,
Spotify leads, man. I think we got what, like 40? I had it before. I think 38% of our listeners are through Spotify. So shout out. Yeah, Spotify 38%, Apple's 28%, and the rest is all iHeart and all those other fancy things.
Are we on SoundCloud?
I don't think so. No, I don't. I
never realized that you can actually put podcasts up on SoundCloud.
Yeah, Pandora keeps rejecting me. I don't know what their beef is. Amazon Music, I submitted. They still have yet to get back to me.
Do you know you can't skip, or for a while you couldn't skip any Beyonce songs on fucking Pandora?
Really? Why?
Really?
You know, yeah. Like, I'm just driving in the car with my wife, and then fucking every Beyonce song we were like had to listen to, and I'm like, why aren't we fucking skipping this nonsense?
Shit.
So like Pandora doesn't let us.
Houston, we have a problem. Nah,
Not again.
I'm kidding. We got a following in Russia.
Ooh. They follow for information.
Suka, блядь, suka. Соси мой хуй. All right. So
Yeah.
well, 98% is the U.S. and A. Mexico, I guess, doesn't listen to us anymore. We didn't talk anything bad about Mexico. I have a lot of great Mexican friends I met through my military career. All right. Jack, you want to get down with it?
Yeah, I'm looking at the show notes and I noticed something Victor wrote and I want to ask him about it, but
Ask him.
I don't know if he was like, I'll
He
highlight
wrote
it.
it, you ask him.
Yeah. Vic, can I ask you about it?
Go for it.
All right. What is with this grabbing chicken cutlet with your balls out nonsense you have written here?
Whoa, that sounds fun.
Roughly how many beers did you have before you wrote that in there?
Accepting
I don't
things
even
to do
remember.
naked around the house. Best feeling is
Oh,
grabbing a chicken cutlet. Grabbing a chicken
So
cutlet
the other
with
day I
your
was sleeping,
balls
whatever,
out.
and I decided to just grab chicken cutlets. Like I woke up and went down to get chicken cutlet, but I wasn't dressed. And I'm standing there and I'm like chewing on this chicken cutlet. I'm realizing that I'm eating chicken cutlet basically
Nice.
naked.
That's
Like,
dope.
Is this a thing?
What gave it off? The head of your cock started to get cold from the tiles?
I don't know. It's just a random thing. Like, and then I thought about it. Does anyone else do this?
Yeah. 100%. I told you, I get out of the shower. It's pitch black. I walk naked and go to the closet, no light and everything. Grabbing a chicken cutlet is definitely the best thing I've ever heard doing while naked. Not even sex could top that off.
I don't know. I think the craziest thing that I've ever done, I don't really eat naked, but I did smoke in the shower when I used to smoke, and that was like heaven for me.
Yeah. That's a good feeling. Taking a shit while smoking is a good feeling.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah. I always do it in a porta potty.
It's good to pair those things. It's like eating a fish with a wine, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You got to preoccupy your mind, because you can't be shitting in a porta potty and think this is like the best toilet you ever sat on. So you smoke a cigarette, now you're worrying about, is someone gonna smell this?
Yeah.
You know? Is that little kid?
You're not
coming in
worried
here
about sitting on
next?
COVID.
Yeah. Fuck COVID. I'm over that shit. I was over it 2 weeks after it came out.
I don't know. We're pretty
Come on, man.
locked up over here.
All right. Well, Jack's news.
Come on, man.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true
All men and
international
women created by the go. You know the thing.
Jack, what do we got?
All right. Our first article is from Yahoo Entertainment. The legend Sean Connery passed away.
Oh.
October 31st is when the article came out.
Man.
But he died at the age of 90 in his home in the Bahamas. Died in his sleep. I think he went the way most of us want to go, remembered for being just an awesome person. And who the fuck doesn't want to play James Bond? And then who doesn't want to be remembered by another famous James Bond actor?
Yeah.
So Daniel Craig voiced his sympathy. It is with such sadness that I heard of the passing of one of the true greats of cinema. And I couldn't have honestly said it better myself. He was great.
Yeah, he was great. He played in the Goldfinger James Bond, 1964. He did what was it? The Thunderball, James Bond, 1965. Yeah, he had some great. The Untouchables with Jim
Untouchables,
Yep,
Hunt for Red
1987.
October, fucking
The Rock.
The Rock, yeah. With
1996.
who was that? Who did he play that? Do that with? Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She gave me such a fucking.
Yeah. That's
So-
great. How old was he?
How old was who? Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Well, yeah, him and her.
I have no idea. That movie came out fucking eons ago. But he was already an old man. Like, he was already like gray.
Yeah.
But he was keeping it. Dude, he didn't stop. He didn't stop. Even when he was really old.
It's Sir Sean Connery, by the way.
Sir Sean Connery. I apologize. I did not know that, nor did the article fucking mention that. So, I mean, yeah, apparently he was very into golf. And
he was an actor born in Scotland, the 25th of August, 1930. And he died 31st of October, 2020 in Nassau, Bahamas. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He was an actor since 1954.
1954. He was an actor. He's old. He died at 90 years old. That man had a great life.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't deal with none of this crazy bullshit. He was never in the fucking news for, you know what I mean? Everybody loved him and right up to the end.
And you know what?
Like Rob Williams, but.
And that's what it should be when it comes to media, not media, like actors and athletes. I think you guys should just stay neutral. Don't give any of your opinion. Keep it to yourself. Trust me, no one gives a fuck what you think anyway.
Actually, that's false. Believe it or not, there were some polls done. I can probably pull it up that those are serious influencers that have sway.
That's why the news is going for them. And to be honest, I mean, people with millions and millions of dollars don't care who's voting. They have the money. They don't care. And I'm going to be honest. I forgot who brought this up. I don't know if it was you, Victor, last night at the party or someone else or in our little circle. You don't know who these people are actually voting for. Yeah, they might be all Biden supporters, but when they find out 60% of your money is going away, they might be, all right, yeah, I'm Biden, but they're going in the polls and they're voting.
Oh, absolutely.
They're voting Trump.
They're definitely doing that. Because
100%, yeah.
I don't know.
It's a business.
I don't want to get into it.
If you're making millions, why would you want to, like, you really want to make a movie for 10 million and only get 4 million out of it? I mean,
yeah.
But real quick, Sean Connery, 1987 Academy Award winner for Best Supporting Actor for The Untouchables. He won Best Actor for The Name of the Roses. What else here? Golden Globe Awards for the Best Supporting Actor Motion Picture for Untouchables again, and Indiana Jones and The Last Crusades. So he's got a lot on his back. Yeah. This guy.
Yeah. So next, jumping into a little bit of X conspiracy news. Now, what should be just considered fucking news, but is not being covered. How exactly did the Hunter Biden's laptop allegedly go from a repair shop in Delaware to the New York Post? This article is from Synopsis. So the Post claimed to have confirmed a long-running line of political attacks against Biden, namely that Biden had used his position as vice president in the Obama administration to benefit Burisma, which was the company that his son worked for. And there's... Sorry, Space.
No, you're good.
There's some emails with what they consider smoking gun message embedded in the story. Some emails saying, "Dear Hunter, thank you for inviting me to DC and giving me an opportunity to meet with your father and spend some time together." And these are influencers of Russia, Vadim Poharlarsky. I don't know. I can't pronounce these names. I apologize for the Russians listening in Russia. This is your information, not mine.
Nice. No, I heard he gave it to the place and he didn't have the money to, I don't know how you don't have the $85 for the repair. And the guy said, all right, well, I'm going to keep it. And then I think after some certain amount of time, I think you could sell it or something, right?
Yeah. Right now, it's under FBI investigation, so there's not really a whole lot of like concrete evidence. All we know is some snippets, but the fact that it exists is true. The fact that what's on there is pretty widely known. It's not fake news. It's not something that, it's definitely something that you would think major news outlets should be jumping on and reporting 24/7.
Yeah, I learned maybe 3 years ago, if it's not on the news, it's probably a fact.
Yeah.
And if it's on the news, I would do some homework and go ahead and make sure it's fact or truth.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
So right. So next, actually, we got a little bit of health article here from health.com. So perineum sunning is a thing now. And here's why doctors definitely don't want you to try it. It sounds like one of those things that you don't click on this ad, but it's actually a real thing. And for those that don't know, perennial is your gooch. So there's gooch tanning and butthole tanning now going on.
Oh, you're talking about a link, right? Some yoga guy was doing it. He was.
Oh, there's
tanning.
photos and videos. I got
What
stuff
is?
here.
Can anyone tell me what this world is going to? I'm so glad I'm considered normal, and I don't think I'm that normal, but I'm considered normal now. Like,
look, this is what I mean. Okay, you were like, oh, well, they should keep their mouth quiet because no one's listening to you. Yeah, straight out of this article. Yes, you heard right. In recent months, a new self-care method, aka butthole sunning, has started to gain momentum, mostly thanks to a few social media influencers whose photos and videos have gone fucking viral.
Come on, man.
There's a bunch like they're just in happy baby pose on the floor, fucking winking their
the guy was in full missionary with his ankles behind his head, tanning his asshole. And you're telling me he's gonna pass a psych test to be a fucking teacher, first responder, or anything that involves people being around him for 8 hours? That's insane.
So once upon a time, you would look at these people and go, "Oh, they're mentally ill." Now it's they're doing something that's good.
Because we cannot get reelected. We cannot win this reelection. Excuse me. We cannot get reelected. Donald Trump.
Cannot. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't do it for a long time, though. 5 minutes is the maximum before you start having to need to put some sun lotion on your
asshole. Yeah, might as well just take it in the ass, right? And, you're already there. You're in the position. You're spreading your legs. You put in some type of lubrication.
You know that fucking aluminum cone that people put underneath their heads to tan their face? They need to come out with like a crown for your asshole just to really center all that sun, just so that it brings it all right into the butthole.
Yeah, is that it?
Oh my God. That was the last article, my friend.
I'm playing my last Biden drop.
Because we cannot get reelected. We cannot win this reelection. Excuse me. We can only reelect Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Jack, what do you got? Anything left? You want to
want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Yeah. Thank you for the listeners that are still sticking with after we've been on hiatus for 2 weeks. Appreciate it. Love you all.
Thank you. Victor.
That's it. Thanks a lot for joining. We'll see what the world's like in a couple days.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have an update. We'll probably have something next week. Figure the 7th or the 8th of November or something around there. But yeah, thanks to all the listeners. Obviously, we love your feedback. We get a lot of feedback now on social media, so that's great. This has been UnFollowVic. Tune in and catch us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube now, Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeart, your sister's ass. All right. Peace.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden. Look at my record.